burn the place down. We're gonna FNaF 6 it up. There he is, Golden Fred. It's FNaF, but we can only flirt. We're most likely gonna be getting friend zoned as we're doing all the friend endings. Is there anyone you particularly want to see first, or does it not matter and we just go in order?
No, God, please, no, no!
Oh, baby, I knew you'd come back to me. We're just meant to be together, don't you think? This whole place is just a smorgasbord of entertainment at our fingertips, and all we have to do is take the time to indulge. Vincent clasps a hand around yours and squeezes it tightly enough to make your fingers ache. Oh, okay. You might want to loosen your grip there, buddy. That blood, that flow, the fact that it can't go any further into my body. Finger licking good, apparently. Alright, that KFC slogan, he's taking it a little too far. I think they meant that about the chicken. Alright, just continue here. That was absolutely fantastic. Hey there, regrets. How's it going? Awkward silence right now. What's wrong? Can't stop thinking about me? You need to stop giving unwanted advances. Do we just straight up say that right now, or do we dot it? I don't know. I do feel kind of guilt. What should I say? People are saying ... Alright, let's go. ... Dang. I think that's the moment right there that we see good in him, like, really. Because if he really was, like, the proper purple guy, I don't think he would have acted like that. There's no way. Of all the people you could trust, you grabbed him. Well, again, he's not that bad. He's kind of a nice guy, actually. All we wanted was to rest. Why would you continue to torture us like this? Because he's a nice guy. I swear we will. But he's a nice guy? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you bring the killer here? You're confused as you look back at Vincent, then back at the animatronic. Oh, I just realized something. They're confusing him. They think he's the grandpa. He killed us. He tore us apart. Stuffed our still bleeding bodies inside suits. It's all his fault. It's his doing. Why? You felt that you had little time to act, and you quickly ran up to the animatronic, placing the bow tie where it belongs. In a flash of light, the spirit disappears right in front of you, remnant anger in its dark eyes. We won't forget you. When your time comes, we'll make sure you burn in hell. Holy moly, it's not him though! It legitimately wasn't him! For once, the purple man's face isn't smiling, rather looking out into the rain and thinking, giving a small frown. You reach over and touch his hand, making the other jump a bit. You dare to ask him about what the child meant, and as if he read your mind, he shook his head. It's not that I don't trust you. You're the best friend a guy could ask for. It's just a story, an old story for another day. Maybe not one I'll tell for a long time, sugar. Well, you kind of ended up telling it in that ending we did, that secret ending, so... Wow, what an ending, right? You've got friends to support you. I'm super glad you took the time to play my game. You got the friend ending, yes! Woo! Okay, one down, alright. Mike. You watch as Mike takes a seat at the monitor, his eyes focused. He shuts the door when the animatronics get too close and watches as the man reclines himself into a more comfortable position. It's become obvious that he wasn't lying when he said he'd done it 1,000 times. Hey, don't worry, alright? You're a good friend to me. Have we been friends soon? Mike was on the other side of the door, checking to see if the coast was clear. You hoped he was alright. Okay, I set up the cameras to where we can find exactly where the heck the fox is hiding. You're making it hard for me to change this here if he's not in Pirate Cove. I don't see why he wouldn't be, but it's always good to have a backup plan. You grasp the part you'd found while exploring the pizzeria in your pocket. The sharp hook presses lightly against your hand. The piece had a chip within it, a chip that could restore the AI to normal and perhaps even put the children to rest. At least you hoped. Maybe once the pieces were restored, they could finally find peace. Hey, you still there? We better get going. The later it gets, the nastier the night. Look, he's in the back of the building, but we need the key to get in there. Do you know where it is? You nod, stopping yourself out of your thoughts. This was it, the final night. You prepared for whatever horror awaits you. Okay, I think we are getting the friend ending here. I got a feeling. I don't quite remember this all being said. I'm gonna go watch another one of your videos. Alright, buddy, if you want to, it's all up to you, of course. Thanks for watching the stream. Means a lot. I kind of missed that right in there. That was probably something I should have read. Perhaps you're not like the others. No, it probably was important. You could have left when the week began, when your friends told you not to come here, but instead, we've been tired for so very long. Will you truly be able to save us? I just want mommy. I want to sleep. Please, let me die. That sounds absolutely terrible. I feel so bad for him. If you wouldn't have wanted to fix me, to finally set me free, I would have killed you. Whoa. The heck? You mean the animatronics? They really were haunted? This whole time? There's no way! You place the hook back on the animatronic where it belongs. It burns a little, but I feel lighter. I'll be able to sleep again, I think. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. And Mike, I just needed to tell you. I'm sorry. Huh? Oh God. Goodbye, Ellie. Every time they know it's her, man. Oh, it hits. It really does. What the heck? Alright then. Oh, it's the friend. It is. Okay, because the other one, I think he's got his arm around us. He's not giving us popcorn. I know that. Woo! Why am I happy about being friend zoned? This doesn't make sense. The weekend was a grateful pleasure. After everything that happened, it was nice to just sit back and relax. Let's turn that bad boy tunage up a little bit. If you're not careful, I'm gonna wreck you next round. Come on, best 6 out of 7. It's peaceful now in the pizzeria, or at least it feels like it. You've gotten a permanent job for all your fantastic work, and you're surrounded by trusted friends, but none of them can beat the friendship you have with Mike. And the adventure was something you'd never forget. I love this game, I really do. Let's friend it up with our phone man. A few more years and I can finally be done with this place. Worrying that he'd dwell longer on whatever subject was on his mind, you clear his throat. Yeah, he's dwelling on it because he's basically in debt with the company, as we read with his bio or something. So that's why he's actually forced to be here. He doesn't want to be here any longer, but he's forced because, yeah, he's in debt right now. Oh, you're here. Sorry, unfortunately, I wasn't paying as close attention as I should have been. Sometimes my head tends to wander. It can take you to great, faraway places, or it can remind you of your greatest failures. And we got a super dupe by Joker P. Sometimes it's a miracle I can tell the differences from reality and my neighbors. Okay, that dono coming through. Good stuff, man. Thanks. Sorry about that. You didn't need to hear all that. I was rambling a bit, and now look at me. Dang. Oh no, it's already 1 AM. The animatronics will be out and roaming about.
No,
Quick, let's
God,
get to the office.
no.
Hey there, how are you doing? I just got a little banged up looking around for where that darn bear is hiding. Wanted to help you out, you know. But unfortunately, I got caught for a brief second. Oh, we're healing him up here. Somehow he's sweating. You look at the wound, which was swollen and red, splashes of blood staining his work shirt. Tearing off a piece of your own work shirt, you began to make a makeshift pressure bandage to stop the bleeding. It was all you had to work with. Oh, no, you don't have to do that. They'll dock your pay for ruining one of our shirts. I'm already going to catch an earful for mine. You give him a look, as if to shush him, and the other gave a frown, as if upset that he caused you to have wasted a portion of your pay. I should be saying thank you, shouldn't I? I appreciate what you did for me. I really do. I just don't want you being stuck here with me. Not as if I don't want to see you. I just don't want you to spend your youth here. You give a smile as you finish up fixing his wound and standing up, telling him that tomorrow you go look for the Fred boy then. The one and only Fred. Okay, so this is definitely the friend then. Hey, out here! Scott's calling from outside the room. Yeah, because at this point, he takes off his phone for his head. I believe the animatronic we're looking for is in the back storage area. The biggest problem about the entire thing is that I haven't the slightest as to where the key is, and I've worked here the longest. That must mean you're the most useless. I just wanted you to play with us again, Scott. And they legitimately call him Scott. That is something. Maybe Regrets could play too. Nope. We could all be happy together. It could be like old times. I'm I'm so sleepy, Scott, but I still want to play. You used to play with us all the time when we were still alive. You and all your little friends. You were all inseparable. So, why wouldn't you let us have you? Why wouldn't you let us keep you forever? We could have been a family. Forever friends. You know very well that's not healthy for you, or any of the other kids, little one. You need to rest. You can play again once you wake up. But I don't want to sleep, Scott. What if I don't wake up again? You will. It just won't be here anymore. You'll be in a better place where you can play with your friends all day. Just wait and see. The child nods as you move forward and replace the item atop the bear's head. Remember, Scott, you promised. Wow. Dang! Oh god, every time. What the heck? You want to ask so many questions. The horrors of Fazbears had ended only a mere few days ago, and so many things swirled in your head. We're going to that cafe that we did with Vinny. What in the world? I was always willing to play with the kids. The parents were too busy for them. Now that I think about it, maybe I was just happy to have kids, no matter whose they were. Humoring their games of hide and seek, or playing tea party and letting them paint my nails all sorts of odd colours, just for me to wash it off when I got home. I worked day shift then, and back then, I let them down. Someone. He's silent as he looks back at you. Well, at least I got you. Thank you for being my dearest friend. That's alright, Scott, man. That is completely alright. I'll be here for you, bud. And I'll be there for you even more when I go back and romance out with you. Whenever that will be. Right, what's everyone saying? We've already did Vinny. Just gotta finish grabbing the rest of my... regrets? Is that you? Does that mean you picked me for the night? But why? I'm not very... I mean... I'm not brave and... I'm not the best at my job. Heck, I'm not even sure I'm suited to help you out at all. I gotta get you to safety. Come on, to the security room. Holy heck, that scream every time. Like, what? I hate this job. I can't do it anymore. The only reason I stay in here is because of my dad. It's better than there. And at least when the animatronics beat me, it's because they're stupid robots. Aww. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, regrets. I'm so sorry, but I'm done. At this rate, I'd just rather the animatronics killed me. I don't want to be alive anymore. I want to die. Being alive, it hurts me so much, you know? No matter where I'm at, something always wants to hurt me or kill me. At least if I'm dead, I won't have to feel this pain anymore. I won't have to worry about my stupid dad or whether I'm going to... Jeremy sobs into your shoulders for quite a while. Please don't let go, regrets. If you do, I don't know what I might do to myself. Please, just hold me for a while longer. Just until the pain stops. I'll hold you as long as you want. I'll never let go, man, unless you want me to. I'm sorry to see that side of me, regrets. I can't help it sometimes. I found out what animatronics fixed. It's Chica. You could patch her up. Then I think we might stand a chance of ending this nightmare for good. Please, help me one last time. I'll do anything for you, buddy. As long as it makes you feel better, I'll be there for you, man. I think I got sick from yesterday. I don't feel very well. This isn't good. I'm no match for an angry animatronic like this. You put your hand on his knee and give a reassuring smile, letting him know everything will be alright. It seems to ease his nerves because he soon after puts his hand on top of yours and rubs his thumb gently atop your head. Thanks for the reassurance, regrets. I'll get better. I promise. Then we can really hunt down the mystery of this place. His face is still sad, but there's a glimmer of hope behind his eyes, as if he knows that he can do anything with you beside him. Squeezing your hand a little tighter, he looks down at his other hand and clutches it into a fist and releasing it. He does this several times in complete silence. I feel like they're oddly quiet tonight. It's not like them. Do you think they know what we're plotting? Gosh, I sure hope not. You spend the rest of the night watching the monitors with Jeremy, making sure to keep his mind off whatever worries are running through his head. Okay, let's just hope the bad ending doesn't ensue here. I've prepared to get through this. I know we can do this. After all, you've got my back, just like I've got yours, right? You smile at the younger? And nod. He seems as though he's made up his mind, although he does appear scared. Oh, the animatronic's screaming it up. Shut up, you big buddy. We're coming for you, and we're gonna fix what's wrong. People are a lot like machines. Sometimes we just need someone or something to help repair what's broken. Biscuit looking regrets. Wow. He gives such like good words, but at the same time that's words like he kind of needs, you know. Oh man, alright, let's progress here. No music or anything, just complete silence here. But I'm sure this is going to lead to us getting friend-zoned. And I'm fine with it, man. As long as Jeremy's fine with it, I'm all good. I'm interested to see what the spirits are going to say now. You're broken just like us. Is that why you smile? You found yourself someone just like you, haven't you? Is that why you're so drawn to him? Do you pity him? Oh, they're talking to us right now. Okay, they are actually just talking to us, I think. I guess I'll find out soon enough. I knew you'd come eventually. I could tell after you heard what we had to say. You're one of those people who can't stand to see another suffer, aren't you? That's why you're so drawn to your new friend here. He made you feel needed, like you could help someone. A mutual trust and bond that only friends can share. You make it seem like we were both only out to help ourselves. I didn't mean it for it to seem that way, but I think that's how all friendships start off. You want to befriend a person to make yourself feel better. Maybe they compliment you, give you gifts, or just waste time on you. Regardless, true friendships never end staying that way. You find yourself giving more than you want to receive. You want to help more than be helped. Though, when that friendship is truly beautiful, you accept the help. Maybe the friendship I could have had been. Maybe the friendship I could have been like that. That kind of seemed worded a little weird there. You give a sad look towards the child before they shake their head. Don't feel sorry for me. It was my fault. Now all I want is to go to sleep. Can you do that for me? Help me rest? Giving one last look at the child, you place the missing chunk of feathers onto Chica before backing away. Oh, that picture, man! Stop showing me that picture of the spirit! Goodness. Thank you. I can go to sleep now. And maybe one day when I wake up, my friend will want to play with me again. Another good friend. These friend endings are actually really adorable. What in the world? It's kind of cool to have a friend that doesn't know a whole lot about anime. Now I can show you all my favorite shows and manga. Then once you're all caught up, maybe we can save up and go to a con together. Oh, I'm ready, man. Conning it up with Jeremy, the anime pro. I'll be there, man. I'll be there. I've always been kind of scared to go alone. You flip through a few of the books before you find yourself looking at the Detective Conan book. A small smile resting on your face. Detective Conan! He's so small? He was not so small, but then he became so small. If you've seen it or heard of it, you may know what I'm talking about. The Pizzeria was a lot like a detective's novel or manga. However, you still weren't completely certain you'd solved the case. There were so many things left unanswered, and you were sure you would never get the full story. Not without help anyhow. For now, you were happy sitting alongside your faithful friend reading manga. The nightmare is over. Wow, what an ending, right? It was a great ending. Like these friend zone endings are actually really good. Who's next? We've done Vinny, we've done Mike, Jeremy now, Scott. So Barbie's left, Fritz, and Chris. I think that's the only three we have left. Who's next? You decide!
Hi.
People are saying Barbie girl. As you step into Barbie's office, you smell the faint smell of cookies? Hey there, Regrets. I tried my hand at making some of my dad's famous sugar cookies today. There seems to be a solemn tone into the air, creating an almost deathly stillness. Her eyes are sad as she stares down at the treats in front of both of you. I never knew my real father, so Scott has been my dad since I was a little kid. That's adorable. He was looking into the events here way before I was, wondering where our employees were going. But he'd come on the weekends. I guess according to Scott, this place gets more dangerous as the week goes on. My father was hoping to see whom the person or event that was causing such a ruckus was, and he didn't tell anyone. I could have come with him. Scott could have, even Vinny. I would have helped. I don't care how little I was. He'd been in ICU the last time I got to see him, and the damage done to his body was so severe, he finally just... Barbie's quiet for a very long time. After my father passed, Scott told me something very important. He told me not to be afraid to ask for help. I think it's because my father was too stubborn to ask when he needed it most. Tears begin to swell in the other's eyes as she swallows them down. So regrets. I can't ask my best friend to help me. I just can't. He's already seen too much of this place. He's already got nightmares because of what? Regrets. Will you help me? Will you please help me put an end to everything that's been going on here? I can't trust anyone else if it isn't you. Please. Placing a gentle hand atop the others, you give a nod, letting her know there's no shame in asking a friend for help. Our Barbie girl. That Barbie world. I'll do anything for you. Barbie! Right, she's begging for help, but will she actually allow me to help this time? Thank you so much. Save, no. Woo! Okay, alright. Let's go, the instincts. Let's go. I risked it, and I think this is it. She didn't disappear. Barbie is clutching her hands tightly to her chest. She takes in swallows breaths as she prepares herself for the night. I'm glad I have someone I can trust, regrets. I admit I can be kind of self-assured. I don't usually ask people for help. It's not that I find it to be a weakness or anything, but I'm always worried that when I do need help, if I ask for it, it'll be too much for another person to handle, and then they'll leave. I don't want you to leave me too, so I just wanted to tell you that thanks for being such an amazing friend. Now, let's find whatever fiend is haunting people at night and finish them for good. Let's go! This place smells like blood. My God, has someone been slaughtering people right under my nose? No, it's not that. It's that I was too afraid, too scared to figure out the truth, so... Wow, it's weird. Wait, no spirits talking to her. I ignored it, but not anymore. Today I found out just what's really going on. Oh, let's go. Build up the courage, girl. You do what you gotta do. You face your fears. It's her dad! I did not expect that for some reason. I did not expect that. Barbie looks confused as she rubs her eyes a bit and stares at the ghost in front of her. Meanwhile, the ghost gives a soft smile as he looks from her to you and nods. Little Barbie girl. Doll. You sure have grown a lot since I last saw you. You look just like your mother. Barbie looks confused as she stares at the man in front of her, as if she's trying to grasp who he is. She doesn't remember. I've been here trying to calm the spirits of all the children that have been cooped up in this building for a long time, unable to pass on. Always restless. Though it's not their fault, Barbie. Please don't hold it against them. It's the man who caused the whole mess that's to blame. The only thing you can do to put us to rest is to burn the place down! We're gonna FNaF 6 it up! We're gonna FNaF 6 it up! I know it's not what you've wanted all along, and please, just do it. Don't worry about holding on to this place. I'll be in a better place once it's gone. Connection terminated! That's what's gonna happen! I'm sorry, but who are you? You look familiar, but how does she not recognize him? Maybe it's the massive scar, I don't know. Maybe the fact that he's obviously a ghost now as well. The combination. Because we know from that ending we did, like the secret final ending, that he got a scar because of the of him trying to defend like the children against Spring Bonnie and stuff. So yeah, maybe it's all a combination of that right now. I used to be a father once, but not anymore. And I hope that I was a good one. But now that title belongs to a very dear friend of mine. Scott? Is he talking about Scott? And I can't thank him more for what he's done for you. Tell him I said thank you. It's as if Barbie has a sudden realization as she stands there, not sure how to react. Take care, Barbie. You're doing well. Hey! Well, it would have been nice to see it burn. Like, again, connection terminated. That would have been kind of hilarious. We FNaF 6'd it up. That's if they actually ended up burning the place. It kind of looks like it, maybe. A few weeks later. I'm really glad you decided to stick with me. Is that Barbie right there? She does have those pink orbs. I told you I'd get you a much better job after everything was said and done. Barbie looks so much happier as you sit down beside her. Her eyes glimmering with happiness. It's odd. You never thought you'd see someone so happy after committing arson on their own building. So she did. That man from the pizzeria. I know who he was. He was my father. But I feel bad. I didn't feel sad that I lost him. Or that I didn't know him. Because how can I miss someone I never knew? Oh, that's why she... Ah, right. I don't think she really ever saw him to begin with. That's the reason. Okay. But rather, I felt sorry for him as a person. The fact he'd been trapped down there for so long. You give a nod as she smiles at you. Well, we have plans to meet up with Mike and Scott for lunch. So how about we head out? Wow. Chris takes a long drag from the cigarette. He's just placed into his mouth. His eyes close as he does so. After a few moments, his eyes open and he smiles at you. You've been a really good friend to me, Regrets. I think, after all this is over, I may just make you an oath sister. Hey! Okay, I think that's us getting friend-zoned. It's so weird how I'm so proud about it, but I am. No! Chrissy! Ugh, Regrets! What are you? Ugh! Dang it! These bullet wounds! They caught me off guard! Can you help me up? My brother Juby, he's somewhere. He's trying to get them back. We have to stop him. You help Chris up and nod, beginning a frantic search for Juby. Well, if I remember, we don't need a key, because we have the superhuman-powered Chris here. Oh, I went this way, I know it. Even though he's so wounded, he's been shot. I guess for the second time? It kind of seems like he got shot again, with the way he's been acting. But he kicks the thing down? The flip? What the flop? I don't know how he manages it, but he does. Time to progress forward. Dang it, if they hurt him, I'll never forgive myself. Yeah, we don't get any spirits here, it's all just Chris, similar to the Barbie thing. Juby, you idiot! Why'd you do this? Dang it! Because he's trying to protect you. I guess. I can't lose my own brother. He's doing this all for you, man. For sure. What kind of brother am I? Oh my god. No. No, he can. Chris looks stunned as if he sees his dead friend, but it doesn't take long for him to turn his eyes to the other, full of rage as the painful cry tears through his throat. You! Why the heck would you kill Juby? He had nothing to do with this! Simple. He got in my way. After all, Chris, you knew very well that you were my target, and if I can make you squirm for just a while longer, then it makes everything all the more sweet. He's my family, you sick freak! Dang it! Chris is in tears as he begins to sob. What's it matter, my dear sweetheart? Poor little Chris. He wasn't even related to you. Yet here you are, still calling him family. You can almost feel the rage from Chris where you stand. Family ain't about blood. It's about those that rough it out for you through thick and thin. It's about the people that give a dang enough to ask you if you're alright in the morning. And Juby, he was my brother, dang it. You see Chris's weak frame shaking as he's desperately trying to think of anything. Slowly you see the other man cock his gun, aiming straight at Chris. It's then you recall the taser you found in the trash. Time to shock him up! Let's go! A controlled shock, baby! Higher in the voltage! This ain't your usual controlled shock. This is upping it. This is like triple the controlled shock. It is. We're tasing him up to death. We are. You found my old taser. Juby. You gave that to me as a way to protect myself. We got into a fight. Well, I'll tell you the rest later. For now, we should call the police. A few weeks later. Hey, oh, I'm a sister in arms or whatever he called me, and now I'm getting attacked. To prove my worth, I've gone naked. Come on now, no wimping out on me. I'm paying for the whole thing myself. Just so you know. Chris is smiling at you as you get a tattoo on your back. A picture chosen by your now oath brother. Just as Chris had promised. You are a part of his odd little family. That didn't change the burning pain from the tattoo and the searing spots that seemed almost unbearable as the artist approached the spine. It did leave you wondering what the artist was drawing, however. Chris continued to smile softly, holding your hand through the tough parts. No worries, I picked something pretty symbolic of your nature, my dear old sister, and its meaning runs deeply through you, I think. So just hold out a little longer. But the pain, the struggles, the stabbiness of said pen going to my backside, and most importantly, I'm flipping naked. God. It's going to start getting really crazy around here. Are you sure you're good with staying with me? You nod your head in agreement. Alright, it's settled then. I'll be helping you from here on out. Though, you got one major problem. Out of the 3 days you've already been here, do you even have the slightest clue as to which animatronic needs to be repaired? You shake your head softly. Wait, how do we randomly know? Dang. It's too dangerous to actually leave and search for which. Ah! It's that one again. That one? Golden Freddy. Yeah, he's got the connection with Golden Freddy. The guys and me, we thought it was just an illusion. But what if the animatronic that needs fixed isn't actually in a suit? Man, that's going to make things a lot more difficult for you, isn't it? Oh well, we're managed. We always have, even back in school. Don't worry, I've got your back, Regrets. I always have, and I forever will. Right, I think this is us friending it up. We got the ultimate friend zone signal. He gave us a thumbs up. You brought a friend to play with you. I used to have a dear friend. He got hurt one day while we were playing. We got into a fight. And after I screamed at him, he ran off. I never saw him again, or at least, he never saw me. I wonder if he remembers me. Has he forgotten me completely? I think she's talking about Fritz here. There he is, Golden Fred. This is actually a really fitting end. Like, we did Fritz last. And who do we see last out of the animatronics? Golden Freddy. Like, I can't believe how weirdly this worked out. This fits so well. It really does. I don't know if you guys planned this from the start, but this works so well. Golden Freddy, the last one we see. So, this is where she's been hiding the whole time. We should fix her before she turns hostile. I won't attack you. I just want to sleep. You know what it's like. I want to sleep and feel better. I don't want to be awake anymore. To dream of what happened to us so long ago. I just want to feel better. I want to see my best friend again. Your best friend, huh? You sense a sort of kinship between the spirit and Fritz in that moment. How long had Fritz been waiting to see you again? Yeah, I miss him so much. He was my best friend I could ask for. But I got him angry, and we fought. I'm actually not sure if she's talking about Fritz. I'm not entirely sure now. I think she's trying to compare our relationship to Fritz and how she wants that. I think that's it. You guys can correct me in the chat. I never got to tell him I was sorry. I just want to tell him how sorry I am. Please. Can you do that for me? Fritz, you know him. Okay, it must be. She's talking about Mike. She must be talking about Mike. And what she was saying before was just talking about our relationship, Regrets and Fritz. I think so. Fritz gave a solemn nod of agreement before looking to you. But you don't have anything to repair the Golden Freddy with. I feel so much lighter now, knowing that he'll know how sorry I am. I remember eating pizza with him, and he'd get it all over his foxy... It's Mike! I think I can rest now. Thank you. It's Mike. Ayo! Our pizza loving, oh so fantastic Fritz. Alright, we may have not got frisky with Fritz, but we got friendly with him. That friend zone, it was hard, and I love it. Okay, man. This is so much better than the pizza back at the pizzeria. Pretty sure any pizza is better than the pizza known at a children's pizzeria joint. I'm sure it is, man. I love how the cheese just stretches on forever. You smile as you take another bite of pizza, laughing and joking about how the cheese probably isn't even real cheese back at the workplace. Huh. Fritz puts down his pizza before he looks at you, wiping his face with his sleeve. I'm really glad you showed up again, Regrets. It's been so long since I've seen you, and I always wondered if you ever thought about me as much as I did. It's good to have you back. You clasp your hand against his head as you nod. While the events of the nightmare were now over, you knew that your friendship with Fritz could only go stronger with time. Yes! Wow, what an ending. You got good friends to support you. I'm super glad you took the time to play my game. Thank you so much. Yahoo! It's me.